Have you ever received a phone call or text that you think may be a scam? According to the latest Scamwatch figures, approximately 65% of Australians have been exposed to a scam. My name's Yasmin and this is Law for Community Workers. August 26 to August 30 is Scams Awareness Week, and in this short episode, I'll be giving a rundown of the latest scam stats, new resources, and how you can help someone who's being scammed. I'll also share some real-life stories of people who've been affected by a scam. This podcast was recorded on Darug land. We pay our respect to elders past and present and acknowledge Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples as the first educators, storytellers, and creators. Between the 1st of January and the 30th of June this year, Scamwatch reports that over $134 million has been lost to scams. They say that whilst people are getting better at identifying scams, many people in our community are disproportionately impacted. People aged 55 and over accounted for nearly half of those losses. People with English as a second language accounted for nearly 15%, and people with a disability accounted for 6%. Positively, 92.9% of people who reported to Scamwatch didn't suffer financial loss at all and were able to provide vital information to disrupt scam activities and issue scam warnings. Now, there are so many different types of scams out there, from online dating and romance scams to product service scams, investment scams, and employment scams. The theme of this year's Scams Awareness Week is Share a Story, Stop a Scam. We're going to share a story now about an employment scam. This story has been provided by ID Care, Australia and New Zealand's National Identity and Cyber Support Service.
So it was an offer for a job, effectively, an online app optimization job, where you complete a number of tasks per day, and once you've completed 5 days worth of app optimization tasks, you get paid $800. But in order for you to start working with the scheme, you had to put in $100, which I thought was, fairly reasonable at the time. But then the way the system is designed means that you get complex tasks and you get normal tasks. The normal tasks, you might get $1 per task as commission. The complex tasks require you to actually put in funds, which you can then withdraw once you've completed all the tasks. So I could take money out for the first few times. However, it's scaled up, so effectively I was spending $800 on the tasks themselves, which then scaled up and got more and more expensive and complicated. And I thought, well, if I can get, just finish it off, then I can withdraw all the funds, because that was what was the agreement. It ended up costing me over $180,000 to try and withdraw the funds, and then I still couldn't complete the task because they wanted another $300,000 in order for me to withdraw the money that I put in. I had a suspicion probably from the beginning. I was thinking, this sounds a bit too good to be true. But it was really my friend from Microsoft did a background check on the company that I was working with. And he came back and said, there's a lot of red flags with these guys. And that was when I was just like, maybe this is a scam. And that was 3.5 months into the process. He said any company that asks you to put in money to employ you should be seen as a red flag. So that message needs to go out really clearly that if companies are asking you to put in cash to do a job, then it's probably not going to be legit. I think if it sounds too good to be true, then it is. And if you get random job offers and messages from WhatsApp or from different countries, etc., that's pretty dangerous. Yeah, I'd be really mindful of doing anything that way.
So what can you do to help someone who may have been scammed? Scamwatch.gov.au has really useful information to support someone who is experiencing a scam, including how to spot the warning signs, how to provide emotional support, and where to refer to help. Here's a short clip available on the website from the ACCC by Dr. Kate Gould.
I'm Dr. Kate Gould. I'm a scam researcher and a clinical neuropsychologist. If someone tells you that they've been scammed, that is really somebody saying that they deeply trust you with something very difficult that they've gone through. So it's important to be non-judgmental, not to blame them, and to be open and curious with what they've gone through and offer practical and emotional support.
Scamwatch says that if you or someone you know has been scammed, it's important that you act fast to prevent further losses. So the critical thing is to stop spending money. Contact the bank or card provider to report the scam and stop sending transactions. Secondly, get help to recover. ID Care is Australia's leading national identity and cyber support service, and they can help you make a free plan to limit the damage. Their number is 1-800-595-160, or you can visit their website. You can also report the scam on scamwatch.gov.au and to police. We'll put those details and more in the show notes. And thirdly, get support for yourself or for the person that you're supporting. Being scammed can take a huge financial and emotional toll. People can talk to a financial counsellor for free and confidentially, and there's also support services such as Beyond Blue and Lifeline to speak to someone over the phone or online. So how can you spot a scam if the person doesn't even know they're being scammed? Well, Scamwatch say that it can be really hard to spot a scam, but there are some warning signs to watch for. Scamwatch says that victims can often become withdrawn from family and friends, that they can start to feel a sense of embarrassment, anger, depression, and even guilt, and that there may be a strong unwillingness to talk about the problem openly. But community workers, friends, and family members of people being scammed can play a vital role in being able to identify the actual scam, and that can include researching the scam, searching the scam online, finding out if it is an actual scam, and then with that person's consent, then encouraging them to cease all contact with the scammer, report the scam, and get further help. Now, how to identify the actual scam can be really tricky, but some of the common signs that Scamwatch says to look out for are communications that may contain links or attachments. So they say, never click on an attachment or a link that you receive in an email or text, or it could include communication where there's a pressure to act quickly. So scammers don't really want you to take your time to think things through. So they might use techniques to catch you off guard and rush you. They'll say things like you'll miss out, or even threatening something bad will happen. They may ask you to pay in an unusual or specific way. So Bitcoin is a really big one, iTunes cards, or other virtual currencies. They also may ask you to set up a new account or pay IDs. There also may be a demand by someone you haven't met. So you might receive a communication that someone needs your help. There's a famous one that's the "Hey Mum" text. "Hey Mum, my phone's missing," or "My phone's broken. Please text me on this number." And also another sign, if it's this amazing opportunity to make or save money. Scammers often trick you into believing you're getting an incredible offer or deal. As they say, things that seem too good to be true usually are. Here's another story by ID Care about someone helping their father who was experiencing an investment scam.
My father indicated to me that he had an investment opportunity that was in cryptocurrency. He thought that the opportunity was valid, or I guess endorsed, because it came from a website that was linked to his bank. He proceeded to invest a small-ish amount of money with that, and was letting me know, and I could see via an app on his phone that he was having payments back, so the investment was having returns. Then approached me and let me know that the investment company had offered another opportunity which involved a much larger sum of money, and he was indecisive about taking up that opportunity. And that's when I guess I started to look into it more for him. And what we later found out was that it was a scam. There was no, there would never be any returns. He will never see that money again. He has never shared with me the total amount, at least $50,000 to $100,000.
And you can find that story and more on the Scamwatch website. Our team at Legal Aid New South Wales also has a recorded webinar available specifically for community workers about scams. You can find that on the Legal Aid New South Wales YouTube page, and I'll put it in the show notes for this episode. We've also created new information pages on our website for the public about scams, cyber threats, and steps on how people can protect themselves. I'll put that in the show notes too. That's all from us for this episode. Don't forget to check out scamwatch.gov.au and share a story to stop a scam this week. As always, make sure you subscribe to our Law for Community Workers alerts to receive the latest training and resources straight to your inbox. See you next time.